How to deposit money into your XTB account. Clearly, the first thing you need to do is have your account. So if you don't have it yet, I'll leave the link in the description. Once you have your account, you click where it says connect and go directly to where it says web app. When you click on the web app, it's going to take you directly to Station 5, which is like the web platform of XTB for investing. And here you just enter your details, click on login, and once you hit login, you'll be logging into your account. Let's wait here for it to load, and once we've logged in, it will show up here. Our entire account will show up, whether we're in the real account or the virtual account. In this case, we're in the real account, here to be able to invest in all that. But anyway, what we're going to do to be able to invest and have money available is go down to the left where it says deposit funds. We click there, and these three options appear. So first, you can deposit funds using a credit card, instant payments, or bank transfer. Then there's a transfer from my own accounts, meaning if I have different investment accounts within XTB or if I want to transfer from another account to my account. So there I also have that option. And finally, if what I want isn't to deposit, but rather I have money inside XTB and I want to take it out, then I'm going to withdraw money. In our case, we're going to click on where it says deposit funds and all the options will appear here. Now, here we have instant payment, which basically takes less than 5 minutes. But we also have the option of bank transfer, which will depend on the payment and can take between 1 and 3 business days. But sometimes it can even take longer, but not so much because of a problem with XTB, but because your bank is checking where the money is going. And what about the commissions? So this whole bank transfer thing doesn't really convince me. So I'd leave you with a little to decide unless it is 100% necessary because you have no other way to pause it. So go ahead and do it. But if you have other options, like the ones above, that's way better. Now you're going to click here where it says show all. And if you notice, so we have Visa and MasterCard, Safety Pay, Skrill, Neteller, and again Visa and MasterCard, but through another provider. Then we have Rapid, which is also through Skrill, and then we have PSE. This PSE, maybe if you're in Chile, if you're in Mexico, or if you're in another country and this doesn't show up for you, don't worry. It's because in some countries we have local deposit methods. In Colombia, if you're in Colombia, this is basically a payment system from which you can deposit from any bank account in Colombia that's part of PSE. Here it could be Bancolombia, Davivienda, Miqui, practically any bank. So in that sense, from Colombia. That's why I also say that bank transfer isn't really worth it. Now, it could be that, as I was saying, you might be in another country. And in this section, instead of TPSD showing up, you might see another local payment method. It could be at OXXO or it could be some payment method that shows up depending on your country. If that payment method shows up for you, then just choose that one and deposit through there if it works better for you. And why do I say if it works better for you? Because we will bring it closer if you can't see well. We have a commission. In the case of Skrill, they charge us a 2% fee. In the case of Neteller, they charge us a 1% fee. And in the case of, for this, Rapid method, they charge us 2% fee. Now, just because the others around here say they don't charge a fee, it doesn't mean they don't actually charge one. Why? Because the commission is not charged directly. I mean, they don't tell you, look, I'm going to charge you this 5%, but it's taken in the currency conversion. Because if you're going to deposit in dollars or euros, what happens is that if you have your account or your local deposit method in Colombian pesos, in Mexican pesos, then a conversion has to be made. And in that conversion, there's a price difference. It could be that in the market they're selling dollars for a certain amount of money. And here they charge a bit more so that you end up paying a little extra. And that difference is what the payment processor ultimately keeps. So that's where you need to take a look. There are these two that say Visa and MasterCard, which are the same in name. Let's take a look at the following. Let's go into the first option. Let's go ahead and do the deposit and see how it shows up for us. So it says quick transfer through this Visa thing. Here it asks us the deposit amount. In our case, we want to deposit. Our limit is $3,000. Let's say we want to deposit. So $100. And it says here that when depositing more than $3,000, you'll need to confirm your address by uploading the necessary documents. In our case, we just want to do $100, so we're going to hit deposit. It says your payment is in process. And now it's redirecting us to the platform called XTB to make the payment. Now, what happens here is, as I mentioned, you have to pay $100, but it's not doing the direct conversion here. So we need to check the conversion from the card we have. You have to look online for the conversion from MasterCard to dollars from Colombian pesos, Mexican pesos, Chilean pesos to dollars to see what the final amount comes out to. Here we are in Chile. This is the calculator for Chile. So look here. In Chilean pesos, that would be CLP2. It's the other way around. We are going to make the purchase. In dollars to CLP. Now they are Chilean pesos. What is that? It's $100. At how much your bank charges you. There you have to call the bank their charge. Suppose it's 1%. and it charges you 972,049. Yes, it's 972,000 here. It is sorry 97,149 Mexican pesos would be sorry Chilean pesos would be charging us for this transaction. Now, if we go to the other method, we are going to click on deposit funds again, and we are going to choose the same thing, but in this case from this other provider that this is no longer the same as XTB, which is the one that appears here. Not that this is another one. We are going to this one I think is called Securian Pay. Here we have to manage the card and add it. Then we will have to verify the card first, adding it, and then looking at the data and verifying it in order to make the payment. This is another way we have to deposit. Unfortunately, it won't show how much they're going to charge us. So, well, in this case, it wouldn't work for us either, and we're going to hit deposit funds again. And let's check out the other options we have, which is Safety Pay. And here we have the options I mentioned that charge a fee. I definitely don't recommend Skrill or Neteller for deposits, unless you already have the money in Skrill or Neteller. Yes, but if what you are going to do is recharge Skrill from your bank account or from any card and then recharging XTB from Skrill is a mess because there is a commission for the deposit to Skrill and a commission from Skrill to XTB. In other words, it is like a double commission, so it is not worth it at all to do this transfer. What I personally recommend is that, if possible in your country there are local payment methods, use them. For example, in Colombia this EPS is the best by far, because at the time of me depositing, I can do it from anywhere. I mean, literally, look, I'm going to put in the 100 again, the $100. I hit deposit and here it will automatically redirect me to the payment platform with all my data and it will tell me how much it will charge me. 4,500, 300, 455,321. Look here, let's put in $100 here. Look, in real, ITY, the dollar rate today is at 44,351 at this price. So we realize that they are charging me a little more, like about 10,000 Colombian pesos more. So that's what I'm saying. That's like the fee that the payment provider takes, because they're not charging me a direct fee, but they are charging me a bit more for the dollar, as you can see here, which is the rate today. So here we have the deposit method. You just select the type of client as an individual and choose the bank where you have your money. You hit pay, and in 5 minutes, you'll have the money available right here. And that's how you manage to deposit in XTB, step by step.